Have you ever asked yourself why an ice can turn into a water in a sunny day? Keep watching and we are going to find out. But before that, I am going to ask you a question, and after this presentation, you can comment your answer. So, what makes matter go through phase change? Before we continue to our lesson, let's identify what is matter. So basically, we can think matter as stuff or anything that has mass and occupies space is a matter. So every day we come into contact with different kinds of matter. For example, the air, the food, the rocks, the soil, and even the device that you are using is made up of matter. So sometimes matter can be invisible. So how do we determine that matter sometimes invisible? For example, imagine that this is a beaker. Okay, sorry for the drawing. And this beaker is filled with water. And we are going to try to submerge the mouth of the test tube downward. So let me draw a test tube. So as you can see, the water only rises slightly into the test tube. So the water cannot rise further because of this invisible matter. So what is that invisible matter? So that invisible matter is what we call air. So we are now able to determine that matter sometimes invisible. So matter exists in the different states. But in this presentation, I'm going to discuss only the common states of matter. These are the solid, the liquid, and gas. So let's talk about solid. Solid has definite shape and has definite volume. So therefore, it doesn't follow a geometrical shape. So sometimes solid is called amorphous. So amorphous means it has no form and no shape. Okay, so we try to imagine the molecule of a solid, or we travel into a molecule state, and we observe that the molecule of the solid is compact with each other. Perhaps they can jiggle with each other, but they cannot move freely. Unlike the liquid, it has no definite shape, so therefore it follows the shape of an object. But it has also a definite volume or fixed volume or fixed mass. So if we try to imagine the molecule of a liquid, so this is now the molecule of the liquid. So as you can see, they are slightly far from each other, so they can move slightly. Okay, so unlike the gas, since it has no definite shape, it has no definite volume, so therefore the molecule of the gas very far apart from each other, so they can move freely with each other. But if we try to heat up the gas, it will go to the process of ionization. There is what we call the fourth state of matter, which is the plasma. So the plasma is a gaseous state of matter. It's a gaseous states of matter that contains appreciable numbers of electrically charged particles. So therefore, Once you heat up the gas, it will turn into a plasma. If we try to imagine the lightning, so we can the light that we can see in there is the plasma. So plasma, as you can see, is observable or can be seen, or it is common in the observable universe. So that is a plasma. So the question is, how are we going to change the state of matter from solid into a liquid form or liquid state? So try to imagine an ice adding a heat. It will turn into a liquid. So it will go to the process of melting. Okay, so next, once we add more heat to the liquid, it will go into the gas state through the process of boiling or vaporization. So the liquid will vaporize and turn into a gas. So, but there is an exemption into this one, because there is a time that solid can go directly into the gas state through the process of sublimation. Good example of this is the what we call dry ice. So it is composed of carbon dioxide. So once it gets heated up, it will go to the process of sublimation, and then it will turn into a gas state. So let's go back to the gas state. So once we add heat into the gas state, as I mentioned a while ago, it will go to the process of ionization. That is the time that we are going to the state of plasma. So the plasma is basically or very common in the observable universe. Okay, so how are we going to convert the state of plasma into a gas? So by cooling it down through the process of the ionization. As you can see, they only add prefix into the ionization, so that's why it is a very smart idea. Okay, so once cool downs again through the process of condensation, it will go to the state of liquid. So as you can see that vaporization and condensation is opposite with each other. Okay, so the vaporized gas can turn into a condensed form and turn it into a liquid form or liquid state. So how about liquid into the state of solid? Through the process of freezing. So as you lower the temperature, you will go into the different states. Once you heat up also the temperature, it will convert it into another states also. But there's also an exemption. If gas can turn, or solid state of carbon dioxide can turn into a gas, it can also convert it into a solid state. That is what we call deposition. Okay, so these are the phases of matter. So basically the phases of matter goes to a process which state of matter can convert it into different states of matter or undergo different phases to be converted into another states of matter. So in summary of that, matter is anything that has mass and occupies space, and it's also sometimes invisible. So there are different types of states of matter, which are the solid, liquid, gas, and the plasma. The phases of matter the process which state of matter under or went under the different phase. So the question is, again, what makes matter go through phase change? Why? Okay, so with that, I hope you enjoyed or enjoy our discussion. So if you have questions, you can also comment on the classroom. So with that, good day and thank you.